ngayon, ang gagawin natin is, review ng, basic consideration and formation ng partnership. So, nung last meeting about basic considerations, so wala yung iba, di ba? So, ano na lang, siguro familiar na kayo sa sa mga concepts kasi na-discuss na rin sa accounting subject. So, ayun. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is review lang ng basic considerations. And some illustrations and multiple choice. Pero, ako na muna bahala dun. So, makinig lang kayo. So, start na natin. So, first, what is a partnership muna? So, ulitin ko, is in a contract of partnership, two or more persons bind themselves to contribute money, property, or industry to a common fund with the intention of dividing the profit among themselves. So, in the definition of partnership, andyan na yung mga characteristic mismo ng partnership. So, first, ang itatakal natin ngayon is all about nature of partnership. So, first, sabi ko kanina, characteristics of partnership. So, example of, yung mga characteristics of partnership, yung mga mutual contribution ng partnership, wherein hindi matatawag na partnership ang isang business kung walang contribution ng bawat isa. Either money, property, or industry, or technical knowledge, mga ganun. So, second is division of profit or loss. So, yan sa characteristic ng partnership. Yung mag-divide sila sa profit or loss ng business. So, next is co-ownership of contributed assets. So, pag nang-contribute ang isa, magiging asset na yun ng business mismo. Hindi na individual asset, kundi asset na ng partnership. So, next is mutual agency. So, pag kulang inassign na managing partner, pwedeng mag-represent yung either sa kanila. Pwedeng ikaw, i-represent mo yung partnership para magipag-transact sa ibang related business. Ganun. So, in each individual, pwedeng maging i-represent yung partnership. Yun ang mutual agency. So, next is a limited life. So, partnership has a limited life lang. Kasi pag may nagkasakit or may namatay, ganun, pwedeng mag-liquidate or liquidation or dissolution. Meaning, yung liquidation, iba sa dissolution. Ang dissolution kasi, may mababago lang sa agreement or dun sa articles of partnership. Ano lang kasi, may nawala lang or may nagdag na partner, ayun. So, matatawag yun na dissolution, hindi liquidation. Kasi ang liquidation kasi, meaning magsasara yung business mismo. So, wala nang partnership. So, yun ang pinagkaiba ng dissolution at liquidation. So, next is unlimited liability. So, ang partnership, pag may balance ka pa, ay may balance pa yung partnership sa utang nila, pwedeng singilin yung mga personal property nila. Example doon is a general partner. So, siya yung responsible pag kulang pa yung binayad ng partnership. Hindi na masisingil yung, di ba may kinds of partnership tayo, may limited and general. So, ang limited hindi na liable sa pagkulang pa yung binayad ng partnership. ang magiging liable lang is general partner up to the extent of his or her personal profit. So next is income taxes. So ang partnership is taxable siya ng 30%. So may exemption din in the general professional partnership ay hindi masisingil sa income tax kasi hindi naman sila, yung purpose nila hindi naman makipag-trade kundi mag-exercise lang ng profession. So next is partners equity accounts. So yung pinag-aralan natin nung sole proprietorship, isang owner lang, di ba? So dito sa partnership, madaming owners kaya madaming equity account. So next is advantages. Maraming advantages ang partnership. First is madaling buuin, ganun. Tas medyo malawak yung capital kumpara sa sole proprietorship kasi nga ang sole proprietorship isang owner lang. Sa partnership, madami. So yan ang example ng advantages ng partnership. So disadvantages, yan yung limited life kasi nga pwedeng ma-dissolve pag may nalagdag or may namatay ka na. Ang isang disadvantages ng partnership din is unlimited liability kasi pwede silang singilin pag kulang pa yung binayad nila. So yun ang nature of partnership. So next is the formation of partnership. May kinds of partnership wherein andyan yung mga general partner, limited partners, industrial partner, or capital industrial partner. Ayun, so I assume na familiar na kayo sa mga doon. Next is classes of partners. So yan yung mga ano ba yan? So yan yung mga according to objective, ganun. Andyan yung universal partnership, andyan yung particular partnership. According to liability naman, andyan yung mga general and limited partnership. So sabi ko nga kanina, ang liable lang up to the extent of the personal asset is the general partnership. So in limited partnership, may ano dyan, dapat may at least one general partnership. Kasi pag ang limited partnership, di ba, hindi na sila masisingil up to the extent of their personal property, di ba? So, kailangan nila ng general partnership kapag kulang na yung ibabayad ng limited partnership, syempre may responsible. Kaya, kailangan ng at least one general partnership sa limited partnership. So, according to duration, andyan yung partnership at will and partnership at fixed term. So, next is according to representation to others. Andyan yung ordinary or real partnership, yung totoo talagang partnership, and andyan yung partnership by estoppel. So, yung partnership by estoppel, hindi naman talaga partnership doon. Pero ang representation, partnership. Pero, in fact, hindi naman talaga. So, ganun ang partnership by estoppel. So, according to purpose, it's either commercial or professional. Ganun. So, next is according to legality of existence, de jure partnership and de facto partnership. Ang de jure partnership is kompleto sa mga requirements. And sa de facto partnership, ito yung di kompleto. May kulang pa. Pero, nag-i-exist yung partnership. Kulang lang yung requirements. Okay? So, next is articles of co-partnership. So, in articles of co-partnership, andyan yung mga pinag-agrihan ng mga partners. Tignan madilim. Wait lang nga. Wait lang. So, ayan. So, articles of partnership, ay co-partnership, and then yung mga pinag-agrihan ng partnership. Yung sharing of profit, ganun. Kung sino yung managing partner, ganun. So, sa lahat ng pinag-usapan sa partnership, and then sa articles of co-partnership and registration requirements. So, in registration requirements, and then din yung kung saan ka magpapas ng requirement, siyempre sa SEC. And mag-i-issue sila ng certificate. Yun yung existence ng may partnership na talaga. So next is accounting for partners' initial investments. So sabi ko nga kanina na pwede mag-contribute ang bawat isa ng cash, non-cash assets wherein property and contribution of industry or the technical skills. So ayan, yung review ng mga concepts sa partnership. So next, magsasagot tayo ng mga ilang multiple question. Kaya sabi ko nga kanina, ako na munang bahala. Okay. So first question. So a partnership. So, pero pwede rin kayong magsagot kung ano. So a partnership, A, has only one owner. B, pays taxes on partnership income. And C, must file an information tax return and is not an accounting entity for financial reporting purposes. So the answer is C. It must file an information tax return. Sabi nga kanina, subject ang partnership, hindi ang mga owner. So ang partnership lang ang responsible for tax return. So the answer is C. So next, a general partner in partnership, A, has unlimited liability for all partnership debts, and B, is always the general manager of the firm, and C, is the partner who lacks a specialization, and D, is liable for partnership liabilities only to the extent of that partner's capital equity. So the answer that is has unlimited liability for all partnership debts. So choice B is always the general manager of the firm. So hindi naman ganon. And C is the partner who lacks a specialization. Kaya nga may industry na pwedeng i-contribute kasi pwede mo i-contribute ang skills, hindi ang yung kahinaan mismo ng kahinaan mo, kundi yung skills mo or yung technical knowledge mo. And D is liable for partnership liabilities only to the extent of the partner's capital equity. So, sabi ko kanina, ang responsible dyan is the general partnership. So, pwedeng mag-extend up to the personal property ng partner. So, next is the individual assets invested by a partner in a partnership. A, revert back to that partner if the partnership liquidates. B, determine the partner's share of net income or loss for the year. And C, are jointly owned by all partners. And D, determine the scope of authority of that partner. So obviously, Sabi nga kanina, pag kinontribute mo na yung property mo or cash dun sa partnership, magiging jointly owned or magiging asset ng partnership. So the answer is letter C. Next is which of the following would not be considered a disadvantage of the partnership form of organization? So A, limited life, B, unlimited liability, and C, mutual agency. Or D is of formation. So obviously, sabi ko kanina na a partnership is may advantages and disadvantages. So yung limited life, unlimited liability and mutual agency is a disadvantages. So alin dyan yung hindi disadvantage sa partnership? It is letter D. Madaling buuin ang partnership. So next is the partnership form of business is restricted to law and medical practices. B, restricted to firms having fewer than 10 partners. C, not restricted to any particular type of business. And D, most often used in relatively large companies. So the answer is C, not restricted to any particular type of business. Kasi pwede lahat mag-form ng partnership. Hindi lang mga medical practices, hindi lang 10 partners kasi 2 or more, nga diba sabi ng definition ng partnership. And most often used in relative large companies. Hindi naman. So, pag large companies, matatawag na sigurong corporation. Ganun. And next is, which of the following is not a principal characteristics of partnership form of business organization? So, A, mutual agency nga pa. B, association of the individuals. Or C, limited liability. And D, limited life. So, lahat ang halata, no? So, the answer is letter C. It must be unlimited liability. Isa yan sa characteristics ng partnership. So, next is the partnership agreement should include each of the following except the date of the partnership inception. B, principal location of the firm. C, surviving family members in the event of a partner's death. And D, each of these should be included. So, the answer is letter C. So, the date of the partnership inception, andun yun, dun sa article of co-partnership. And B, principal location of the firm, dyan din yun. So, the C is incorrect. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng yung surviving family member ng partners na namatay yung papalit dun sa partnership. So, hindi pwede yun. So, next is, which of the following statement is true regarding the form of a legally bind partnership contract? So, A, the partnership contract must be in written. So, pwede, pero it must ba daw? So, hindi naman required na in writing. So, mali agad letter A. So, the partnership contract may be based on shake hands. Pwede. So, the letter C, the partnership contract may be implied. So, mali agad kasi dapat may agreement. Hindi naman pwedeng mag-assume na partnership kayo kasi dapat may agreement. So, letter D, the partnership contract cannot be oral. Yeah. Mali agad ang D. Kasi pwedeng oral. Kaya nga, maybe it may be written or oral ang partnership. So, the answer is letter B. Pwedeng based on handshake. Kasi handshake, i-symbolize yan ng agree silang dalawa. May pinagkasunduan. So the answer is letter B. So next is which of the following statement about a partnership is correct? So the personal asset of a partner are included in the partnership accounting record. A partnership is not required to file an information tax return, and C, each partner's share of income is taxable to the partnership, and D, a partnership represents an accounting entity for financial reporting purposes. So the correct is a partnership represents an accounting entity for financial reporting purposes. So next is, in a partnership, mutual agency means, so nabanggit ko na kanina, each partner acts on his own behalf in engaging in partnership business. So mali agad ang A. Hindi naman para sa'yo lang. Kasi, kundi, pag walang managing partner sa partnership, di ba nga, pwedeng mag-represent ang bawat isa. Pero, on behalf of the partnership, hindi naman sa kanya lang. And letter B, an act of any partner is binding on all other partners only if partners act within their scope of authority. So, ayun. So, letter C, an act by a partners is judged as binding on other partner depending on whether the act appears to be appropriated for the partnership. And D, that partners must pay taxes on a mutual or combined basis. The answer is letter C. Yes. The B is incorrect kasi hindi naman lahat ng partners makikipag-transact ka, ganun. Kasi may iba't ibang nature ang business, di ba? Kaya hindi pwedeng lahat pagtatansakan mo, di ba? Siyempre yung mga related lang sa business. So next is, a partnership is dissolved only by the withdrawal of a partner. B is dissolved upon the acceptance of new partner. And C, dissolution means the business must liquidate. And D has unlimited life. So obviously, the answer is letter B. Pwedeng mag-dissolve ang partnership by admitting one person or acceptance of a new partnership. So yung A is dissolved only by the withdrawal of a partnership. Hindi lang naman withdrawal ang dahilan ng pag-dissolve ng business. Marami. For example is mga incapacity na partner, ganun. May namatay, ganun. So letter C, dissolution means the business must liquidate. Diba sabi mo po nga, iba ang meaning ng liquidate sa dissolution. And D has unlimited life. Dapat limited life lang ang partnership. So last is the partner in a limited partnership that has unlimited liability is referred to as the lead partner, head partner, or general partner, or unlimited partner. So obviously the answer is letter C. Siyang siyang liable sa balance ng partnership pag hindi pa nabayaran niya siya ng partnership. Siya ang sisingilan. Ay, mali. The question is, the partner in a limited partnership that has unlimited liability. Yun, sabi nga kanina, na ang limited partnership, dapat may at least one na general partner. Kasi siya ang magiging liable pag hindi kayang bayaran. Hindi na may balance pa yung limited partnership. So, ayun. So, next tayo. So, tapos na tayo sa basic consideration ng partnership. So, next, we proceed to partnership formation. So, okay. Ikaw na bahala. Thank you. So, narinig na ako. illustration problem naman tayo sa partnership form. Total, di ba discuss natin last meeting ay last session ng late. So, may 5 problem kung problem illustrate. So, problem 1, Emil and Pearl form a partnership. Emil invests 300,000 in cash for 60% interest in the capital and profits of the business. Pearl contributes land that has an original cost of 40,000 and a fair market value of 70,000 and a building at a base of 50,000 and a fair value of 90,000. The building is to a 40,000 which at the partnership should contribute. Okay. Napuputol-putol yung boses ata. Napuputol-putol yung boses. Or sa akin lang. Sa iba ba?
Sa akin din, sa akin din.
Stable kasi. Hello, yan, okay na.
Oo, medyo okay na.
Gusto yung solution niya. So, ayun. I-compute muna natin yung asset contributed ni Pearl. So, base dyan sa problem, si Pearl ay nag-contribute ng land at a fair value na 70,000. Tapos building at a fair value din na 90,000. Then, sa building na yan, may inassume na mortgage ang partnership. So, 70,000 plus 90,000 is equal minus 40,000 is equals to 120,000. Diyan yung nakuha yung net fair value of non-cash asset contributed ni Pearl. So, paano naman ako sa agreed capital? Agreed capital nila. So, di ba yung problem implies that the contribution of Emil is already adequate to entitle him to a 60% share in the total agreed capital ng partnership. Hence, the total agreed capitalization shall be based on his contribution na 300,000. So, divide natin yung 60,000 na share in the total agreed capital. Kaya nakuha yung 500,000. The agreed capital of Pearl is 40% of 500. Kaya nakuha yung 200,000. So, therefore, the cash contributed by Pearl is 80,000. Next. So, sa number 2, problem 2. Parenti and Wilson after partnership agreement that is list the following asset contributed at the partnership formation. So, yung cash na contributed by Parenti is 40,000. Kay Wilson naman is 60,000. Building ni Parenti is wala. Ay, inventory, wala. Tapos, 30,000 naman kay Wilson. Building kay Wilson lang na 80,000. Yung furnitures and equipment kay Parenti lang. So, the building is subject to a mortgage of 20,000 which the partnership assume. The partnership agreement also specifies that profit and losses are to be distributed evenly. What amount should be recorded as capital for Parenti and Wilson at the formation? Gagawin natin dyan. Ang hinahanap lang naman is yung net asset contributed nila. So the amount to be recorded as a capital should be based on the fair value of the net asset. Total asset less total liabilities contributed by each of them. Ito total lang natin yung assets nila unless the liabilities na mortgage na inassume ng partnership. So yan, nakuha natin kay Parenti is 70,000. Kay Wilson naman is 150,000. Kasi diba yan, asset less liability. Next. So problem 3. AA, BB, and CC are to form a partnership. AA is to contribute cash na 100,000. Kay BB naman 10,000. And CC 100,000. And AA and CC are not to actively participate in the business but will refer customers, while BB will manage the firm. BB has to give up his present job, which give her an annual income of 120,000. The partners decide that the profit and losses shall be shared equally. Upon formation, partners' capital balances would be. So yung sagot dyan is letter B. Kasi di ba yun lang yung kinontribute nila sa pag-form ng partnership. 100,000 kay AA, 10,000 kay BB, and 100,000 kay CC. So next, Flores
Peralta and Jose are forming a new partnership. Flores will invest cash of 120,000 and his office equipment costing 144,000 but has a market value of 60,000. Peralta is to invest cash of 192,000 and Jose is to contribute 60,000 cash and a brand new delivery truck with a market value of 144,000. Although he bought it for only 120,000, the partners will share profits and losses in the ratio of 25-25-50 for Flores, Peralta, and Jose respectively. The capital balances of the partners upon formation are yan. Ang hinahanap is capital balances. So si Flores nag-invest ng cash na 120,000. Office equipment na 60,000 at a fair value. Tapos si Peralta naman is nag-invest lang siya ng cash na worth 192,000. At si Jose naman nag-contribute ng 60,000 cash at delivery truck na 144,000. So, wag muna pakialaman yung ratio kasi ang hinahanap is capital balances upon formation lang. So, yan. I-total mo na yan, add the assets, mga assets. Nakuha yung capital balances nila na 180,000 kay Flores, 192,000 kay Peralta, tapos kay Jose naman is 204,000. So, next. Yan. Problem 5. Number 5. Mark admits Jimenez as a partner in the business. Balance sheet accounts of Mark just before the admission of Jimenez show. Cash, 26,000. Accounts receivable, 120,000. Merchandise inventory na 180,000. Accounts payable na 62,000. It was agreed that for purposes of establishing Mark's interest, the following adjustments are made. A. An allowance for doubtful accounts of 3% of accounts receivable is to establish. Tapos, merchandise inventory is to be adjusted upward by 25,000. Prepaid expenses of 3,600 and accrued liabilities of 4,000 are to be recognized. If Jimenez is to invest sufficient cash to obtain 2 equity in the partnership, how much would Jimenez contribute to the new partnership? So next. So paano So yan. So paano natin nakuha mga yan? Ganito yan. I-total muna natin yung unadjusted capital ni Mark. Asset less the liabilities. So yan, yung cash niya na 26,000, accounts receivable 120,000, inventory 180, tas less the accounts payable na 62,000, kaya nakuha yung 264,000. And then, yung sa adjustment naman. So, sabi dyan, sabi dun sa A na adjustment, 3% ng AR accounts receivable yung allowance for doubtful accounts. Kaya 120 yung accounts receivable times the 3% na allowance for doubtful accounts. Kaya nakuha yung 3,600. Negative kasi kontra asset yan. Sabi naman may increase na 25% sa merchandise inventory. Sa C, the prepaid expenses and accrued liabilities is need to recognize. So, recognize. Kaya yan, yung recognition of prepaid prepaid expenses na 3,600, tapos yung recording of accrued expenses na 4,000. So, negative 3,600 plus the 25 na merchandise inventory plus the 3,600 na prepaid expenses and less the prepaid expenses is equals to 21,000. Yan yung adjustment sa capital ni Mark. And then, add natin yung capital niya before adjustment na 264,000 at yung adjustment na 21,000, kaya may 285,000 na adjusted capital si Mark. Pero dyan is yung contribution ni, pero yung hinahanap dyan is yung yung contribution ni Jimenez sa partnership. So if Jimenez is to invest cash na 2/5 interest in the partnership, it means that the adjusted capital of Mark is 3/5 of the total agreed capital. So yung 285,000 na adjusted capital ni Mark, divide the 3/5 na interest ni Mark. Kaya nakuha yung 475,000. And then yung 2/5 ng 475,000 is 190. 190 belongs to Jimenez, which he agreed to provide for in cash. So, and that's. Thank you.
So, ayun. So, may question ba kayo? May exam ba kayo ngayon?
Schedule na lang service pa. Noong 24 pa. Ayun. If wala nang question regarding the topics today, pwede bang humingi ng thumbs up sa inyo? I'm seeing yung mga reacts nila. Then, kung wala na rin idadagdag yung ibang mga word here, dyan. May dadagdag pa ba kayo? Ayun, wala na. Hearing none, wala na rin naman na siguro. Can you all please open our cameras now for today's documentation? Ano na lang ng share. Ayun, so, Trina, yung camera mo pa rin ba hindi not working? Pinagkita akong kumakain. It will. Ayun. can open. Sige, ano na lang. And smile for the camera. 1, 2, 3. Let me just... Ayan. So, na-attach ko na. That's all for today. You can now close your cameras. Ayan. So, thank you for today. And yung mga ano dyan, reporter, kayo naman yung mag-close. Ayun, thank you rin.
Nag-close na ang cam.
Close
So,
na yung
ayun.
Zoom meeting.
Okay, thank you ulit sa quality na we're naintindihan po kayo. So, ayun, thank you and God bless. Bless you guys.